One self-proclaimed internet troll, Milo Yiannopoulos.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
British journalist and Twitter terror, Milo Yiannopoulos.
Milo, go away! Racist, sexist, anti-gay! Milo, Milo, go away! Racist, sexist, anti-gay! Milo, Milo, go away!
I don't know. I've just always watched a lot of his stuff on YouTube. He's really interesting. It triggers people. It's hilarious to watch. Honestly, it's just funny.
Yeah, I think Milo really represents the worst in far-right bigotry, and especially of those speakers actually brought here to campus. He is misogynist, he's a racist, even being gay himself, he's very homophobic and transphobic.
I think that Milo stands for the more realistic side of politics. He stands for a lot of things. I mean, I think the social justice movement has pretty much brainwashed a lot of young minds, and he kind of sets that straight. I think he's a really good speaker. As far as hate speech, I mean, he's just very realistic.
I can tell when it's hate speech because it's against me and it's verbally saying we should rape people. We should, run people out of this country because they, quote, don't belong. When it's speaking against my peers, that's when it's hate speech. I do not like this campus right now. I want the true garnet and gold campus that, we believe in our hearts.
Political correctness should never come before facts. And facts over everything, number one. But
I think what I'm worried about is Milo actually putting people in danger? Is Milo contributing to an environment of violence and hatred and bigotry? And if that's true, and he is, then it's clear that he should not be accepted in places like this campus.
Oops, lack of culture, maybe?
no, can you guys just come closer? We love freedom of speech.
Hey,
let us hear you.
Racism has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racism has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racism has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
No, we are here to mark the passing of another American institution. I'm talking, of course, about an institution that started with the promise of hope, with the vibrancy and vitality of youth. Started beloved, but ended its life in ignominy. Speaking, of course, about Twitter. Did any of you have a look in here? Did you get a chance to have a little look? Did you see? Look, isn't he sweet? It's a raven, that's all we could find. R.I.P. Twitter! Try getting a reservation at Dorsia now!
Why do you embrace being provocateur?
Oh, because it's very important. American culture is saturated by people obsessed with being nice. People obsessed with this, lying to each other that everybody's getting on, everyone's fine, everything's wonderful. But everything isn't wonderful. America's a mess. And, in this culture, this stultifying, suffocating culture of political correctness, I think we need a few bomb throwers. We need a few people who are going to come in, blow open the fire doors, and get people talking again. The speech codes on college campuses, the political correctness in the media, these things are stopping people from having real conversations about stuff that matters. Race, love, sex, death, money. These are all really hard conversations to have in America now because of political correctness. So we absolutely need trolling, we need rudeness, we need mischief, we need whimsy, and we absolutely need provocateurs.
And to you, when does that, actually become offensive? Is there any boundary that you won't cross?
I don't know what that word means, and I don't care. Sort of saying I'm offended is another way of saying I don't have an argument, but I don't like what you're saying for some undisclosed, mysterious reason somewhere in my brain, and I'm not able to articulate what's actually wrong with it. I just want you to shut up. That's what I'm offended means. I'm offended is meaningless. It's not a hurt. It's not an emotion. It's not like you cut me. That is like a thing that you've done. I'm offended is meaningless. I don't know. I don't understand what the emotion is that people are describing when they say I'm offended. The best guess is it's just a slippery, meaningless way of saying you're an idiot and I hate you. And I don't have much time for that. I like people to come with reason, fact, and logic. I'm offended does none of those things.
All right. And what do you hope FSU students and college students around the country take away from your speaking tour?
I want to rob the progressive left of the power it has over people's language and thought. You know, the reason that I call my tour what I call it is because I want to rob that word of all the power it has, right? I want the progressive left to lose the power they have to come after people for using the wrong word, for being perceived as sexist, racist, homophobic, all the rest of it. I want language to be liberated again. I want people to be able to express themselves. I want free-reign creativity. That doesn't exist on American campuses and doesn't exist in the media. The purpose of this tour is to start those conversations up again. I don't care if students are Republican or Democrat. You know, I don't care about that. What I care about is the full range of opinions being acceptable and open marketplace of ideas. Right now, that's only possible for a very small number of people on the far left.